good thought. Sees the Star-Lord ult, ults him again. He has to keep holding it. See the Star-Lord ult, and I decide to go for it. Get him. A nice ult. See the Star-Lord's ult, decide to focus on him. Something gotta keep in mind. I see their close ult, so I decide to ult myself and get the pick right there.
In order to improve as a Marvel Rivals player, I believe one thing you should do is go back to some of your old games and improve and decide what you could have done better, even if you did do really good in the end, like I did in this match. I played mostly Magneto, and I went 35, 6, and 9 in a GM match. I had 15 final blows and 24,000 damage. That's pretty solid stats, honestly. My DPS were very good too, but like honestly, I still was making mistakes because in the first part of this match, we ended up getting rolled, and then in the second part of the match, we rolled, and it just, in the end, we managed to pull a win out of our ass, basically. So honestly, I wanted to show this match because it was a really cool match to watch and like review. So like I wanted to show like some of my commentary and stuff with this match, and at the same time, I also want to, you know, show that even if you're in a losing situation, you can still pull a win out of your ass. So if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it.
Alright, so this match starts off with us getting rolled, so you guys are going to see some really bad gameplay, but I want to review it anyways because like it's a good thing for you to get better at the characters. So like right here, I feel like what I'm doing here is very good. Just keep pressuring the front line. I tried to get that Bucky, but I couldn't. I get him low again and still couldn't finish him off. And I'm just trying to hold off the rocket team up for my teams. I bubble our Human Torch because I know if give him like an extra second or two, he was going to die. Just trying to like be a frontline present, looking at the thing so he doesn't kill our backline, and he ends up jumping away. And yeah, like we are kind of getting pushed up on the rocket pop ult, so I bubbled myself. I really should not have bubbled myself. I should have saved it. And our Thor goes down, then our Human Torch goes down, and our Wanda goes down, and it just goes downhill from here. We just all fucking get obliterated. I should have saved my bubble there. That was really not a great bubble. So just like being aware of cooldowns and how you should use them is important, and like just assessing, like that was not a good bubble at all, and I probably could have used my team up a bit better, but like for now we're just trying to reconvene with my team. Decided to damage the thing, completely missed my right click. That was just stupid. I'm missing my shots like crazy. It's like I'm intentionally trying to miss, but it's alright. Just trying to hold that front line, taking some damage, so I put up my shield right here. Get ulted by the thing, and Visible misses our ult. Sees the cloak ult, so I decided to ult myself to stay alive and try to get the cloak, which I missed. But I bubble our Wanda, and she gets 2 with her ult, which is huge for a Wanda ult. Just trying to damage the thing, get him down, and then we're looking in a good spot. So I thought, and then Bucky gets 2 with his ult, so I kill him, but I am not healthy at all, so I try to fall back. But this Star-Lord is oppressive. Like, in this beginning part, this Star-Lord's dominating. Like, look at that. He got both our Wanda and me, which is not great. Our team trying to clean him up, but he just gets away. And then our Wanda dies again for it, which is unfortunate. We are just not in a great spot. Like, they have almost gotten it halfway, and they have 4 minutes on the clock. Like, hopefully we get a better hold up and the thing gets 2. I decided to go and try and help our group stay alive, but like, and try to hold the card just to buy us a little bit more time, but it's futile. I should have just ran away while I could have. Like, I'm somehow alive here. I forgot I lived this. Alright. I decided to concede point because like there's just no point, and just try to hold right here. I see our Punisher and Invisible Woman trying to go in, but there's not much I can do to help them. So I just use my C to try to kind of take pressure, but I see the ults coming in, so it's just futile. The team is just getting run over to hell and back. It's just a mess right now. It really is. Like, honestly, just from the look of this game, you'd think we lose this. You would honestly think we lose this. But trust me, it gets better. It gets cool. It gets funny. It's a good game, honestly. Like, I decided to bubble our rocket since he is a high priority target since he is our support. And I pop my C to kind of just create some damaging pressure to push him back, but it's not doing much because there's just so much healing going around. Bubble our group because he's taking a lot of damage, and I try to bubble off that Star-Lord doesn't end up working. There's just a lot going on right now. Have my ult, so I decided to hold it since there's nothing really I can use it on. And I'm just... Our team gets a pick, 2 picks, so we decide to push up. I decided to go for this rocket. And... This is just embarrassing. Yeah, I give up on it and decide to instead block off this Magneto. Decide to just continue to do some poke damage. I could have gotten the Star-Lord there. I really could have if I just looked at him. Like, I should have looked at the Star-Lord. But it's whatever. We're holding a much better spot than we were earlier. I see from the corner of my eye the Star-Lord going in, but I think the thing's a much bigger problem. He falls immediately, which is great. We kill the Star-Lord, so we're in a really good spot, so I'm using this to try to push up. I don't really care about the rocket team up as much. Have my bubble ready to go for our Groot while he pushes up, but like we're just over here just poking, just trying to create as much pressure as we can. We don't want to push in too far because the spawn is literally right there. I pop my C to do some damage and maybe get a kill, but it doesn't look like I'm getting a kill. Our Groot tells us he's gonna ult to bubble him, but the Invisible Woman ults. Unfortunately, I don't have bubble for our Wanda and she falls. I kind of wish I used it on her instead, but at least our Groot is alive. Like, that's what's important, since we need that pressure. I see our Punisher is ulting, and so I bubble him, and it saves his life. Honestly, that is how you should use your bubble, because our Punisher is now in the front line doing damage, just being a straight menace, which is great. That's what we needed right here to keep holding the position. See the Star-Lord ult, and I decide to go for it. Get him. Honestly, that is the start of some beautiful ults right there. Like, that Star-Lord got no value out of that ult and ends up going straight back to spawn. Now we decide to block off this thing and we get him. Like, we're looking at a much better spot here, but since we had such a rough spot, just one team fight went in, they really got this. So we're just trying to buy as much time as we can right here. Our Groot just being aggressive. Like, honestly, Groot, like, Magneto paired with any, like, aggressive, high damage dealing tank, like Thor, Groot thing is so good because that bubble is just so much, like, pressure you can give and just so much survivability you can give your tank. Like, right there, he would have fallen if I did not bubble him. It gives him so much extra health. Like, it's just nice. Our Groot waits his ult, and this is, like, the beginning of the end right here. I get stuck on the wall just trying to back out. Just trying to still be in the front line causing a problem, but it's just not too much of a use. Our Groot is back though, so it's like it's looking like there's some better hope, but Venom ults us, Invisible Woman ults, and it's not looking great. They're mag ults, which I try to block off, but I did not time that right at all. Unfortunately, I'm just like practically dead here. I bubble myself to try to stay alive, but it's just pointless. Honestly, like, I just was, like, kind of panicking, just trying to hold on to the little bit of time we have left, but it's just kind of useless, and we're just, yeah, at this point, it's just over for us. But honestly, the third point went a lot better, and we managed to get 3 minutes out of that point, which is honestly really good, so it's looking a lot better for us, honestly. So, we'll see what happens in the next part of the match. Alright, so we're starting off the next part of the match. We're just going in. Our Groot switches to Strange, which honestly is a fine pick. Like, Strange is really good here, especially with Magneto. Double Shield is just so oppressive. You see him just focusing down the Star-Lord. I decided to focus down the front line since he's got the Star-Lord on the flank. He doesn't fall, but it's okay. Like, just him having an eye on the Star-Lord is good. I see he's half health, so I decided to give him a bubble so he can keep being aggressive and hopefully get the thing, but the thing lives. His survivability is insane. We have some really great pressure going on here. When Magneto is low and he uses bubbles, so we're trying to push up on that. Our rocket ults, so we can use that extra damage to really just create this huge push. I see our Star-Lord's ult low, so I bubble him, which ends up screwing up the Bucky ult. Unfortunately, 2 of us goes down, but our Invisible Woman ult, so that gives us enough, like, pressure to, like, keep this going. I see I have my ult, but our Strange goes down, so I realize I have to back up. So I bubble myself, which still gets me stunned by the thing ult. I see our team is just going in on our backline, but I decided to look at him to really keep that pressure on our backline. And just, like, really just trying to hold this position in the front line. I see the Bucky hooks, but, like, their Magneto saved me from the Bucky hooks. Our Bucky gets a huge hook and a nice ult. See the Star-Lord's ult. Decided to focus on him instead of the cloak ult, which he was right there, so I figured I might as well get him instead of the cloak. And the cloak ult was pretty much over anyways. It wasn't really doing much. dumping down at DPS was going to be a bit better, in my opinion. We get the rocket ult, and then I pop my team up because just the damage boost you get with the team up mixed with... The damage boost you already get with the team up mixed with the rocket ult is just insane. You do insane ult. See the Bucky ult decides to shield it off for some reason, as if that would do much. See our strange ulting decides to bubble him, and I go down. I was just getting focus fired. Our Wanda gets a nice ult there. That was a really nice ult. Like, our Wanda had some really good ults on that match. And we get the point. Like, I was honestly really concerned, but like, we managed to get that pretty quickly, honestly, all things considered how badly we got rolled in the first match. So, we're looking a lot better. We're looking good, like, we'll make it to the end. Our Bucky is just up there. I don't know why he's that far up, but I have my E ready to go in case he needs it. And he's just there, like, poking at their Star-Lord, which our Star-Lord did get low, but I just didn't push up enough to finish him off. I probably should have pushed up more there. I popped my C to really create pressure, and it's creating a lot of pressure to the point where our Bucky was able to ult, so I bubble him, and he's just in there just causing problems, and he's just, yep, it's just steamrolling the city right now thanks to that Bucky ult. Like, that was an awesome Bucky ult. Our DPS is just really having some awesome ults right now. It's just insane. I did not realize their Bucky was in the backline until our Wanda already died, so I decided to go back and finish him off so our rocket will live. Like, if our I didn't look back, our rocket would have died. I should have looked back sooner. I accidentally blocked off our strange, but luckily he has his shift ready to go. And I decided to just really try to prevent them from touching the side. I know the Rocket and the Star-Lord are on the right side, so I just keep that in the back of my mind. But my focus right now is on these front lines since they're both so low. Rocket is one, but I'm missing every shot on him. I bubble our Bucky. Honestly, he didn't exactly need it, but it was a good thought. Sees the Star-Lord ult, ults him again, and hits him right on in the forehead with that. Honestly, that was just despicable, disgusting ult. Like, not necessary, but disgusting. It was funny. Like, when playing video games, like, even games they gotta take more seriously, have fun, honestly. I killed the Star-Lord, who is overextending to hell and back. Our Bucky is just playing frontline, like, he might as well be a tank at this point. And he's just really just in there creating pressure. I decided to go in and help him poke down the tank. And we were just doing so much damage mixed with this rocket team. Rocket pops and their cloak pop ult which isn't great, but our Wanda ults and gets the cloak ult. Honestly, that one kill is so imperative to us winning there. Strange ults gets two with it. Awesome. We're just cleaning the house right here, and we get point. Honestly, a much better second half. We just cleaned house on that second half. We had huge Wanda ults, huge Strange ults, huge Bucky ults. Like, our team really locked in on that second half, and it just keeps on going, moving forward. Alright, so hopping into this third half of the match, we know that they're in a rough spot. So I see their Star-Lord swap Spider-Man so much for only Star-Lord. So much. And we just gotta defend firm. So I'm just over here just trying to, like, hold up the front line. And I'm aware the Spider-Man and Spider-Man's on the left side, so I just kind of ignoring him for right now until he makes an appearance, but he doesn't, and the Venom, they end up backing up because our DPS and backline has got it under control. So I'm just trying to create pressure on the front line, get their Magneto, which is honestly huge. Huge. I'm decided to focus down on the Venom, which honestly, I probably should have been more focused. I probably should have bubbled up our Rocket there. I did not realize how low he was. Like, I end up bubbling myself and dying anyways, and we just end up losing the point, which isn't a great start, but it's alright. Like, we have a lot of time, and the fact that they only have 1 minute means that we just win one fight here, we win this round. Like, we're looking to be in a great spot for the next round, so we just keep that in mind and hold our ults and just keep our spirits high. I go in looking to get that Spider-Man, but can't get the pick, and it's not worth pushing him for. Venom ended up missing the slam, so we decided to try punishing him for it, but he has his E ready to go, so I decided to take my C and just try to create pressure on their front line, which is actually going pretty well because they have to focus their whole field on that front line, and it's building up ults for us, but kind of is building ults up for them too, so it's like, something you gotta keep in mind. I see their cloak ult, so I decide to ult myself and get the pick right there. Our Wanda ult, she gets 2 with it, which is huge, and this is just looking like it's a round win for us, but it's not quite over yet. 3 of them are still alive. I end up getting pretty low, so I use my shield to kind of allow my supports to finish off healing me. I pop my bubble to keep myself alive so I can push up a bit more. And our Wanda, not our Wanda, our Sue gets a huge push, and that ends the round. So we're looking like we're in a great spot for the next round. Alright, so hopping into the final round of this game, this isn't nothing crazy, but it's still nice to show. Like, this whole game, it was like, looked doom and gloom from the start, but we managed to pull it off in the end. Like, I'm spoiler alert, but like, there's some insane plays made here, and like, one misplay by me, I'll see in a second, right? So, I just popped my C, and our Strange goes down. I really should have bubbled him, but I managed to kill their Spider-Man. I ended up bubbling myself there because I was about to die and shielding myself. Like, they were just hard focusing me down, and our Rocket reses our Strange. Like, Rocket normally isn't a great hero, but like, god, that res saved the game. And we just cleaned house there. Just great plays all around by our team. Kill the Spider-Man, and our Bucky's just there creating some pressure right at the start. I probably should have gone up with him a bit earlier, but it's alright. Like, I know he's a capable Bucky who can hold his own, and he's taking like an angle there, so I decided to focus down the Groot, push him in the bad position, and like, our Bucky gets a huge hook on him, so I decided to help him finish him off. See the Punisher's in turn, miss him somehow, but decided to shoot him down. And then we're just here, just trying to get that little last bit of push. Bubble off, shield off the Bucky, so he gets no one with it. Our huge invisible woman ult finish off the Bucky, and our just Strange just in the front. Strange and Bucky just creating pressure on the front line, and that's wraps right there. That's honestly, I know I said this at the beginning of this bit, but like, this looked terrible, but we managed to pull it off in the end. So like, in the end, if it seems like you're losing, like, keep playing it out. Like, you maybe finally lock in and pull a win out of your ass. So just make sure to not give up and to just keep trying until the game is over.
Very well said. Honestly, as long as you have the mindset that you're gonna win, you can still pull a win out of your ass. Even if you're in a losing situation, you're getting rolled, if you think you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. That's just how it is. You just gotta have that mindset and think you're gonna win. Honestly, some things I could have improved on that I've noticed in my gameplay was my bubble usage, for example. I kind of panic used my bubble a bit too much on myself, which isn't how you want to use your bubble. You want to use your bubble to kind of keep your teammates alive, because it gives your teammates so much extra health, and with your teammates being so squishy compared to you with 650 health and your Luna with 250 health, giving them that bubble will be the difference between life and death, as you've seen in the footage, and at the same time it also protects them from ults and such. Honestly, I was being like too aggressive in some of my plays. Like, sometimes I would go for picks that I really could not have gotten, and like missing shots that I could have hit. Like, honestly, my aim could have used a bit more improvement in certain aspects. Like, I was just so overwhelmed at certain parts of it. So like, just keeping that in mind, and keeping in mind that Magneto shots have a bit of splash, so if you aim about where the enemies are, you're more than likely going to hit it. I don't know why I was missing some of those shots, so like, just paying attention to that. And my ult usage was really good in that match, honestly. Like, I had 4 really, really good ults, except the one that always is in the back of my mind, though, is that first ult, which was really not the greatest. I was able to stay alive because of it, and I may not have gotten a pick, but like, I was creating some, you know, soaking up some of the damage. But like, honestly, Magneto's ult is so good offensively if you can hit it. As you've seen in those clips, like, it completely stopped those Star-Lord ult, completely canceled the Cloak ult. So like, just using it offensively and defensively at the same time is how you get the most value out of your Magneto ults. But in the end, I feel like that was an awesome match, and I felt like it was so much fun to play, so much fun to watch again, and like, so much fun to like think about how I could have done it better. So like, if you have any tips for me, please leave them in the comment below. I would love to hear what you guys think of my gameplay and what you guys think I could improve on. And like, if you enjoyed the video and learned some things about it, please like and subscribe. Honestly, it helps me out a lot. And if you want to submit your own clips and stuff like that, I'm going to be working on the Discord server a bit, trying to clean it up and stuff, so you guys can share your own clips and I can give my feedback on, you know, your gameplay and such. But like, in the end, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.